Did you know that less than 1% of vehicles on the road today cross the 300,000 mark? Yes, that's right. Yet Honda consistently dominates high-mileage leaderboards because their engines are built with exceptional engineering tolerances. Reaching 300,000 miles is not luck, it's pure chemistry and mechanical discipline. Most owners scrap their cars at 150,000 miles simply because they follow standard maintenance instead of engine preservation protocols. In this video, we are breaking down the 11 non-negotiable practices backed by engineering data to make your Honda engine last over 300,000 miles without major repairs. Let's start with one of the most overlooked habits. Tip number 11. Never neglect the PCV system. One of the most overlooked components in a high-mileage Honda is the PCV system, or Positive Crankcase Ventilation System. Every combustion engine experiences some blow-by, where combustion gases get past the piston rings and enter the crankcase. The PCV system helps control those gases and routes them back into the engine so they can be burned, instead of allowing pressure to build inside the crankcase. If the valve or passages become restricted or malfunction, then the crankcase pressure can rise excessively, which in result leads to oil leaks, oil consumption, sludge formation, and other problems. The amazing part is that the component itself is usually inexpensive compared with the engine components it helps protect. This is exactly the kind of maintenance that matters when you are targeting 300,000 miles. Small component, huge consequences if neglected. That's why it is recommended to inspect and replace your PCV valve every 50,000 miles. Replacing the PCV valve only takes 5 minutes, which, in result, helps to maintain neutral crankcase pressure and saves expensive seals. Tip number 10. Change transmission fluid every 30,000 miles. You might be thinking, wait, this video is about making my Honda engine last. Why are we talking about the transmission? Because your engine and transmission work as a team, and when one struggles, the other pays the price. A transmission that shifts correctly allows the engine to operate within an appropriate RPM and load range. Honda CVTs rely on a steel push belt and pulley system that operates under tremendous clamping forces. This makes clean, properly specified fluid absolutely critical. As CVT, or automatic transmission fluid, ages, heat and mechanical shear gradually weaken its additives and friction characteristics that allow microscopic metal-on-metal slippage and more wear inside the transmission. For non-CVT automatic transmissions, clutch pack material shears off and suspends itself in the fluid that clogs internal solenoids and valve bodies. To prevent your Honda transmission, you must perform a simple drain and fill service every 30,000 miles using exclusively Honda Genuine HCF2 fluid for CVTs or DW1 for traditional automatics. And never allow a service shop to perform a high-pressure machine flush on a Honda transmission, as force flushing forces dislodged metallic debris straight into delicate fluid passages and internal filter screens that increase failure rates by nearly 40%. A single 3 to 4 quart drain and fill replaces enough fluid to refresh additive packages without disturbing settled sediment. Tip number 9. Change the engine oil before it becomes a problem. If you want your Honda engine to reach 300,000 miles, then the first battlefield is something most drivers barely think about: the oil pan. Engine oil is not just there to make metal parts slippery. It carries heat away, traps microscopic contaminants, fights corrosion, and protects critical components from wear. And here is where the problems start. Modern direct injection Honda engines, like the 1.5-liter L15B7, spray gasoline directly into the cylinders at extreme pressures of up to 2,900 pounds per square inch. In these engines, unburned fuel washes past the piston rings and dilutes the motor oil in the pan. Independent oil analysis testing shows that fuel dilution can reduce a 0W20 factory oil's viscosity to 0W16 or lower within just 4,000 miles, which in turn reduces the hydrodynamic film strength of the oil by over 30%. When the oil thins out, then engine bearings, timing chains, and cylinder walls can experience increased metal-to-metal contact during hard acceleration. That's why it is highly recommended to change your engine oil every 5,000 miles or 6 months, whichever comes first. This helps flush out trapped raw fuel, moisture, and combustion byproducts before they degrade the oil additives. Always pair this service with a genuine Honda OEM oil filter featuring a silicone anti-drainback valve to help prevent dry starts during cold engine operation. Tip number 8. Install a VCM disabler on 3.5-liter V6 models. If you want your Honda V6 to survive past 300,000 miles, then there is one system you cannot afford to ignore. Variable Cylinder Management, or VCM. Honda's legendary 3.5-liter J-Series V6 engine is most commonly found in the Accord V6, Pilot, Odyssey, and Ridgeline. This engine uses VCM to shut down up to 3 cylinders under light throttle conditions to conserve fuel. This feature is great for EPA ratings, but the problem is that VCM can create mechanical and thermal imbalances across the engine block. When cylinders are deactivated, their pistons continue moving up and down without combustion pressure. Over time, this can cause oil consumption exceeding 1 quart per 1,000 miles, foul rear spark plugs at triple the normal rate, and damage active engine mounts. And this is where long-term Honda owners take a different approach: installing a VCM disabler. Installing an aftermarket passive VCM disabling device slightly modifies the engine coolant temperature sensor signal by a margin of 5 to 8 degrees. This ensures all 6 cylinders remain firing 100% of the time to balance thermal expansion and eliminate piston ring clogging. Tip number 7. Mechanical valve clearance adjustments. Every 100,000 miles. Unlike 90% of modern engine manufacturers that use hydraulic lash adjusters to automatically take up valve train slack, Honda continues to engineer many of its engines with mechanical solid valve lifters that require manual adjustment. As the valve seats naturally wear down into the cylinder head, then the mechanical valve clearance tightens rather than loosens. And when exhaust valve clearances drop below factory specifications, typically 0.010 to 0.013 inches, then the valve stem expands under heat and fails to seat fully against the liquid-cooled cylinder head. That's where the danger begins. An exhaust valve that cannot transfer heat properly into the cylinder head can become severely overheated, potentially reaching temperatures exceeding 1,400 degrees Fahrenheit and eventually burning. The result can be loss of compression, severe misfires, rough idle, reduced power, and a repair bill approaching $3,000 for a damaged cylinder head. If your aim is to make your Honda past 300,000 miles, then inspect and manually adjust your intake and exhaust valve clearances every 100,000 miles. This practice guarantees correct valve seating, restores lost low-end torque, prevents rough idling, and protects the top-end valve train. Tip number 6. Check your dipstick regularly between oil changes. Here is a $0 maintenance habit that could save your Honda engine from thousands of dollars in damage. Check the dipstick. Many owners assume that if there is not oil dripping onto their driveway, then the engine must have enough oil. But that's not necessarily true. Honda considers oil consumption up to 1 quart per 1,000 miles within acceptable factory tolerances, especially on direct injected or high-mileage engines. With a total oil capacity of just 3.7 to 4.5 quarts on most Honda 4-cylinder engines, losing 1.5 quarts means a significant portion of your engine's oil capacity is already gone. That leaves far less lubrication margin during high temperatures, hard acceleration, or aggressive cornering when the engine needs stable oil pressure the most. That's why it is recommended to pull your oil dipstick every 1,000 miles or every 2 weeks and check the oil level. If you notice that the oil level is repeatedly falling between services, then don't simply keep adding oil forever. Find out where it is going. A small leak or consumption problem discovered at 120,000 miles is dramatically easier to manage than a lubrication failure discovered at 280,000 miles. Tip number 5. Replace your timing belt every 7 years or 105,000 miles. Honda's V6 engines and older 4-cylinder models use a rubber timing belt rather than a steel timing chain to synchronize the crankshaft and camshafts. Honda engines are strict interference designs, meaning there is zero physical clearance inside the combustion chamber between a fully opened valve and a piston at top dead center. If a timing belt snaps or strips its teeth while driving, then the engine pistons can collide with the open valves at thousands of revolutions per minute, which can result in bent valve stems, cracked piston crowns, and catastrophic engine destruction, costing anywhere from $7,000 to $9,000. Therefore, it is recommended to start visual inspection of your timing belt around 60,000 miles, or at 5 years if you notice rough performance, and replace your belt at 105,000 miles or 7 calendar years, whichever comes first. When replacing the belt, you must simultaneously replace the water pump, hydraulic belt tensioner, and front seal package, because 80% of the labor cost is required just to access the timing cover. Tip number 4. Treat engine overheating like an emergency. If oil is the engine's first line of defense, then coolant is its thermal security system. An internal combustion engine converts only part of the fuel's energy into useful mechanical work, and a substantial amount becomes heat that has to be controlled and removed. That's why a cooling system failure can transform a perfectly healthy engine into a major repair surprisingly quickly. A failing thermostat, weak water pump, leaking hose, clogged radiator, malfunctioning cooling fan, or low coolant level can cause temperatures to rise beyond what the engine was designed to tolerate. Severe overheating can distort cylinder heads, damage head gaskets, and create problems that cost thousands of dollars to repair. That's why it is recommended to flush your cooling system every 5 years or 60,000 miles. And avoid using generic aftermarket coolants, because these coolants contain silicates and borates that scour internal water pump seals and corrode thin aluminum radiator passages. That's why it is recommended to always flush your Honda's cooling system with pre-mixed, silicate-free Honda Type 2 organic acid technology blue coolant. This type of coolant maintains corrosion inhibitors, protects water pump seals, and keeps engine operating temperatures stable within the optimal 180 degrees Fahrenheit to 195 degrees Fahrenheit zone. Tip number 3. Install exact match factory NGK or Denso Iridium spark plugs. Modern Honda ignition systems run extremely high secondary coil voltages, reaching up to 40,000 volts, to ignite lean air-fuel mixtures efficiently. Spark plug electrode wear is a slow process. As the factory Iridium electrode erodes over 100,000 miles, then the spark plug gap grows from a nominal 0.044 inches to over 0.060 inches. This increased distance increases electrical resistance by up to 35%, that forces ignition coil packs to work exponentially harder and generate excessive internal heat. This leads to premature coil breakdown that costs $300 for a full set. Furthermore, installing cheap or counterfeit spark plugs with incorrect heat ranges can create hot spots in the cylinder head that detonate fuel prematurely and melt piston crowns in seconds. That's why it is recommended to replace your Honda's spark plugs at 100,000-mile intervals strictly with factory-specified NGK laser iridium or Denso iridium plugs. This practice ensures precise flame front propagation, maintains engine computer timing strategies, protects expensive ignition coils, and helps your engine to last over 300,000 miles. Tip number 2. Investigate warning lights instead of covering them up. A check engine light is not your Honda being annoying. It's the vehicle telling you that one of its monitored systems has detected something outside expected parameters. Modern Honda vehicles continuously monitor emissions, fuel delivery, sensors, and numerous other systems. The mistake is assuming that every warning light means the same thing. A loose fuel cap and a serious misfire can both illuminate the same yellow symbol, but the consequences of ignoring them are completely different. In such case, an inexpensive OBD2 scanner can help you retrieve diagnostic trouble codes. But remember one crucial rule. A code identifies a system or condition. It doesn't always identify the failed part. For example, an oxygen sensor-related code, such as P0130, doesn't automatically mean you should replace the oxygen sensor. Proper diagnosis means checking the underlying cause. Honda provides maintenance minder information and service resources specifically to help owners track required maintenance. At 300,000 miles, early diagnosis becomes even more important because aging components can produce cascading failures. Always fix the warning when it is small, not after it becomes a breakdown. Tip number 1. Change the way you drive your Honda. We keep this maintenance practice number 1 because this is not something you buy at a parts store. It is the way you operate the car. Think about a Honda engine reaching 300,000 miles. The crankshaft may have completed hundreds of millions of rotations, while the pistons have traveled an enormous cumulative distance inside the cylinders. Every aggressive cold start, every unnecessary red line pull, every overheating event, and every prolonged period of abusive operation adds stress to components that are already aging. You don't need to drive like a grandmother, but you should avoid demanding maximum performance from a cold engine. You must keep in mind a simple rule of thumb. Start the vehicle, let the engine idle for 30 seconds to achieve full pressurized oil flow to the upper valve train, and then drive moderately until operating temperature is reached. On CVT-equipped models, avoid wide-open throttle launches from a dead stop, which can force the steel push belt to slip under peak hydraulic pressure. Finally, practice a 60-second gentle cool-down drive before shutting off the engine. This lowers turbocharger and cylinder head temperatures from over 1,200 degrees Fahrenheit down to safe levels, and prevents the motor oil from coking inside hot bearing channels. The bottom line of this video is, reaching 300,000 miles on original hardware is not a miracle. It's the result of disciplined fluids, OEM components, and fixing small leaks before they turn into major failures. Respect these 11 rules, and your Honda will run smoothly for decades. Leave a comment with your Honda's current mileage below, and don't forget to subscribe for more automotive engineering deep dives.